Good to see you. First of all, why Fylde?
Well, have a look. You know, I think, firstly, the facilities here are second to none. And, you know, I've heard a lot about this football club over the years and, you know, the setup, the ambition, the infrastructure. And you kind of, until I see it, you don't believe it. But, you know, from the minute I've come up here, you know, it's fantastic. Not just here at the ground, but the training ground. The academy, the facilities are second to none, so that the owner's done a magnificent job. The challenge is there straight away. I know what needs to be done, and then it's just implementing it. And you know, when I looked at the club and analysed it, and you know, looked at what I need to do, it's clear that you know they've conceded way too many goals. And you know, first and foremost, I need to make us harder to beat. We need to try and keep clean sheets. I think we've only kept one clean sheet this season, which isn't good enough. We've conceded 26 goals. So there lies the problem.
Does it help having a cup game first off? I'm just thinking it gives you that first opportunity to have a real good look at the players.
Yeah, it does, but I think for me it's a really important game because you know, one, it's my first game and I'd love to get off to a winning start. But secondly, you know, they've just come off the back of an excellent 5-2 win here. We want to build some momentum. You know, we want to instill some more confidence in the side.
Kev, do you come here with a point to prove as well after what happened at Hartlepool?
Not really. You know, I did my job at Hartlepool, and for whatever reason, you know, it clearly wasn't good enough. I hit every condition that was thrown at me, but things happen in football. You know, I don't hold a grudge.
Well, you don't hold a grudge. Was there a frustration at the way things went at Hartlepool? Yeah,
definitely frustrated because I felt I did a good job. You know, I was excited about the challenge this season, but I knew what types of players we needed to bring in to make a challenge or mount a challenge. I wouldn't necessarily say for promotion, but certainly for the playoffs. Frustrated, but it's football.
Last thing I'll say about Hartlepool, I was surprised as well, but then I should also say we shouldn't be surprised at anything in football. We've seen enough, haven't we?
We've seen plenty, and I actually said that in the days afterwards. I said nothing surprises me in football, but that actually did surprise me. It is what it is.
What is the ambition though in management?
Just to be successful, win football matches. You know, but also try and play a style of football where, you know, people enjoy watching, gets them on the edge of their seat, or, you know, even if win, lose or draw, they leave the stadium and just think, yeah, we lost today, but I enjoyed watching the play. They give it everything. They played the right way. You know, what's the right way to play football? Everyone's got their own opinion, but I want to play the way that I enjoyed playing, and that's, you know, nice, creative football, free-flowing, fast football, attacking, but also being solid at the back. And that's one of the things we do need to be at the minute.
I'll ask you about ambition because I know what we're like, and even though you've only just started here, we'll immediately think, well, in the future, the ambition will be to manage someone like Sunderland.
Listen, I think in football, you know, everyone knows, and they're not, you know, daft, that if you're doing a good job and you're successful where you are, naturally people sit up and take notice. Wherever that leads you, who knows? But I'm certainly not thinking any further than certainly tomorrow.
What do you rank on the Peter Reid scale?
Yeah, well, I was going to use it's a Reedy. Yeah, you know, I don't use his language, but for me, Reedy was one of the best man managers I'd ever worked under. So I certainly learnt an awful lot of him.
You said the owner made an impression on you as well with his ambition, and when you look at the setup here, how far do you think this club can go?
Well, it's got the infrastructure for Football League. It's there, but it's easier said than done. You know, this is a very, very tough league to get out of. But I think this season is probably, speaking to other people that work in this league, is probably an opportunity. Because, you know, it's no disrespect to the teams in here, but you haven't got a Wrexham, you haven't got a Notts County, you know, people like that who are going to run away with the league. I think it's going to be very, very tight this year. So everyone's got an opportunity.
What are the short-term aims ultimately, and then the longer-term aims?
Well, I think, you know, to just try and get some consistency, some momentum, you know, trying to instill confidence, trying to make players feel good about themselves. Long-term goals, you know, I think it's important when you come in and you speak to players in a squad that you have to aim high because you've got to have something to aim for. You know, someone think, well, is that realistic? But, you know, why shouldn't we aim for the playoffs? There's no reason why we couldn't go on a good run.
Whatever went before, it's Fylde's game anyway, now you're here.
I hope so. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the challenge, looking forward to Saturday, and hopefully some many good times ahead of us.
Top man, we wish you luck as well.
Thanks very much.
All the best, mate.
Ta.